Hey, what's up? It's your boy Paul Brantley. We're gonna get into the Housewives of Salt Lake City, season 3, episode 10. So it starts. So it continue with the ladies and them all getting on the yacht. They out at sea and stuff. So on the boat, Jen going off about she is going off on about still going off about Angie with a K, and how Lisa is acting, and saying that Lisa ain't been a friend. Lisa ain't being a friend to her. She's so focused on how what's going on with Angie K, and how Angie feels she ain't came and checked on her or anything. So she on a boat going off to Meredith. During that time, most of the ladies was at the front of the boat, and then Meredith and Jim was at the back. So Heather went to go see what's going on, and went back there. So as they're on the boat, so as they, when Heather got back there, Heather hears what Jen still going off. How Jen saying Lisa ain't been a friend. She checking out, Angie with a K. She in with her, but she ain't came to check on me. And Heather's agreeing with what Jen saying, that what agreeing with Jen, and then agreeing with Jen, and then she throw Lisa under the bus by saying she's saying that she's comforting Angie and stuff. So we got Angie with a K in the front, the ladies at the front, Angie with K, complaining about, still complaining about what's going on, what happened with her and Jen. She saying she been there for Jen, and she tired. She been there for Jen, she tired of all the stuff that's been going, that's she tired of what just happened. And this is when Whitney made it about her and her situation with Heather. So she said, I know what you feel and what you're going through, because I'm going through the same thing with me and Heather. I'm like, how did this turn into you? It's like every time it goes to you. If it ain't Jen, it's you. If it ain't Jen, Whitney, it's Lisa. It's like it's always them three that talk about themselves, but got a problem with somebody else being about them. So we got that going on. During that time when that was going on, Deanna was like, "Why y'all didn't say anything?" She said, "Why y'all?" Deanna ended up telling they, because they talking about it. Deanna with Angie and Whitney, Lisa. She asking them like, "So why didn't y'all say anything to Jen when Jen did what she did to Angie, and why Angie didn't, you know?" So they really didn't give a real answer to it. They just really couldn't answer what she was saying. So as that stuff still continue, the ladies started to have a little bit of fun. They started dancing and everything. Then this is when Jen and Lisa, they dancing and everything. Jen is, sitting there next to Heather and stuff. Heather, and she said something to Heather or Meredith about Lisa. So Lisa was dancing with the other ladies, and Lisa comes over and asks her, "So, what you got to say about me? What's the problem? What's going on?" And then her and Jen get into it. Jen saying, "You ain't been a real friend. You ain't being no friend, because she gonna do the same thing that she just did to me. She gonna do it to you. So when it happens to you, don't come to me complaining about anything." And then Lisa like, "What is you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I've been a good friend to you. I've been a good friend. I've been a good friend to you. What are you talking about?" And she still come. She like on Jen's tail like a little puppy. Jen saying, "Get away from me, gone." And Jen pushed her, and Lisa didn't do anything. So I'm like, "You ain't gonna do nothing." I said, "She just pushed you, cause she mad." Then she ended up, as they were talking, as she pushed her, she ended up throwing a charcuterie plate of food off the boat and stuff. I can do what I want. It's my food. I went, girl. So as Lisa's still trying to get talk to Jen and whatever, then she gets fast up and said, just forget it, just forget it. She went, I'm over this, I'm over this, I'm over this. I've been a good friend of you. I've been a good friend of you. And this is how you gonna treat me? She went, I'm done with this, I'm done with this. And she walks off and stuff. We got Jen crying, Heather like, trying to comfort Jen and tell, Jen, she said, I'm going through so much. They know what I'm going through. And I was going through all of this and I went, girl. And Heather, being there, like, comforting her, saying, girl, yeah, I know, girl, I know. Yeah, you right. Mm-hmm. And all this stuff. The rest of the ladies go to the back, go to inside of the boat, sit down. Lisa mad, Andrew the K making things about her, saying, I wish this wouldn't have happened because of, me getting a drink poured on you. And Lisa White, it ain't even about you. Lisa said she doing stuff to me. It's about me. I wait, bitch. These women are selfish. It's all about deal for no reason. So, they over there sit down. Deanna come over and like, what happened and what's going on and stuff. And Lisa tell her what happened and whatever. Then Whitney comes over, and then Meredith came over to sit down. And this is when Whitney Rose go like, it's all about accountability. And this is when Meredith make that left exit. She went, well, I gotta go. She went, well, I'm leaving on that note. And she get up and walk away. She said, because in her confession, Meredith White, I'm not about to take a lecture from Whitney Rose for accountability after she was at her house blaming me for talking about Lisa when she was the one that spent an hour, 45 minutes to an hour gossiping and telling me about this woman. Nah, she went, I don't need to hear it. She ain't little girl. Highway bitch. Then they did a recap with my homegirl Mary Cosby said little girl. To Whitney Rose and she bust out laughing. Highway bitch, that's the best part. I said little girl. Cause that's what she acting like is a little ass girl. And when Meredith get up and leave, Lisa when Whitney was like, to Lisa, like, yeah, she leaving because of what she said about you at my house. Yeah, that's why she getting up and leaving, because she don't want to hear what I have to say. Accountability, because she don't want to take accountability for her actions. It's like, girl, she didn't say anything. She didn't say nothing. She said she heard rumor. You went into details on multiple rumors about this woman. So Meredith goes up to the front with Jen and Heather. With Jen and Heather, they at the front of the boat. Jen so mad and stuff and whatever. So Jen picks up somebody's shoes and she was like, whose shoes are these? So she ended up throwing the shoes in the water. She threw one at a time in the water. She was throwing shoes in the water. Heather went, them ain't my shoes. And then Jen picked up Whitney's shoes. Heather had grabbed the shoe and Jen like was tossing the shoe. And one of Whitney's shoes, went off the boat too. So it was 3 shoes in the water. So I don't even know if it was production or the crewmen on the boat. that told the ladies that, oh, somebody's shoes is in the water. And you got Lisa in the confession. Oh my God, it's them by I want to say Louis Vuitton. She went, it's them by Louis Vuitton. Them are a limited edition. Yes. She went, yes. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm like, bitch. It's like, why would you wear them type of shoes on a boat? So the shoes that end up getting, so they ladies end up going up to the front. Heather ended up telling the ladies, yeah, somebody's shoes got thrown in the water. We end up finding out there was Angie with a K. Jen lied like, Angie, girl, ain't nobody. She went, I ain't throw your shoes in the water. She went, ain't nobody throw your shoes in the water, girl. She lied her teeth off like Angie went, well, my shoes are not here. So it's like, yeah, Angie spent $1,500 on them shoes. I'm like, damn. I said, girl, damn. I said, that bitch throw your shoes in the water. So after the boat thing, the ladies get back on the sprinter, go back to the house. Jen ended up falling asleep on the sprinter for about 2 hours. Yeah, because she said she needed to take a nap and get rested for the night because she was hosting dinner that night and stuff. As the ladies are all getting ready and whatever for dinner, Heather's upstairs with Heather end up calling Angie H. And I'm calling Angie H on the phone and telling her, girl, I missed you. She went, I wish she was here. In a confession, she went, I wish she was here because, I can just be myself and just have fun. And Angie is that type of girl. She went, I wouldn't have to deal with all this drama. Excuse me, all this drama. So she telling Angie what happened that day, what went down, who got into it, and stuff. And then she said, then Angie asked her, like, so how you and Jen doing? She went, me and Jen are okay. We good. We good. And Angie said, that's good to hear. Angie went, it's good to hear, but she went, watch out for you. She went, watch out. She went, watch out for yourself. Be very careful. Because at any time, Jen can turn on you. So watch your back. So she gave her that look. And I said that I think that Angie gave her the best advice. But she ain't gonna listen. Heather not gonna listen. So all the ladies are downstairs getting ready for dinner. Jen ended up having a live performance from hula dancers, and they do the whole hula thing, fire, everything. Then the ladies end up learning how to do a little hula and stuff, and then they got ready to eat. As they were eating, Jen then brought in strippers. She brought strippers to dinner. So you got the strippers and everything, and you got Lisa acting like a prune. Oh my God, she acting like a prune. Oh my God, oh my God. She ain't Heather's the one. Y'all need to dance on Heather. Dance on Heather, dance on Whitney. Yeah, she went, I can't do this. The only person I want to see naked is my man. It's like, okay, girl, okay. All righty, girl. Whatever you say. So that's when they did all that. Whitney Rose got a lap dance and everything. Uh Heather got tied. I think they tied her up. Yeah. Everybody got a little, all the rest of the ladies had a little bit of fun. Except Lisa. She didn't really do anything. So after that, the ladies are eating and talking, and during that, Angie asks, Angie with a K asks Dana, so how's your first girl trip going? And Dana was like, my trip is going good. But there's a few things that need to be settled. She said I had an issue with Jan about how how she act towards Angie with a K at the auditions. At the auditions. Um Okay, at the auditions, and she went, I didn't like the way that you spoke to her. And Jan was like, oh, okay, alrighty. So she told her that, she said, okay. Um, Also, she like that. Then she said, she also didn't like the way that you also talked to your best, who supposed to be your best friend, Angie with a K, when you told her to shut the F up. She said, I didn't like that either. It made me feel uncomfortable. Made her feel uncomfortable, and then she pointed to Heather and told Heather, Heather, you know that I felt how I felt, that I felt uncomfortable." And Heather went, "Yeah, I know, but she went, you need to tell her, because I'm not you or her keeper, so you need to talk to her and fix that, because she went, I'm neither one of y'all keeper." I went, damn. And then this is with Diana. Miss Deanna was like, Miss Deanna went like, Deanna, Deanna, Deanna went like, but you told me that if Jen gave you an ultimatum, y'all friendship will be over. I went, oh damn. I know why she did this. She did this from earlier that day when you told her you need to pick your battles carefully. Don't comfort the hostess. That's why Deanna did what she did at dinner to your ass. Cause it's like, oh, you want to play them type of games. So I'm gonna play on right along with you, Heather. And so she played them. And when she said that, Heather went, yeah, I did. Heather went, yeah, I said it. Said it. Heather went, yeah, I said it. you know, yeah, I said it. And she went, she went into the situation of the Angie thing, and she said, told Jen like he apologized to you, right? He apologized to you, and he apologized for the wrong, but he was, and he also said he was going to post an apology, and this with Deanna like, but you know why they not posting that apology, girl? You know why? And Jen was like, tell Jen why. I don't know. Jen said, I know they were supposed to post it, but I don't know why. Saying, well, they legal team told them do not do it, and they don't want nothing to do with you. I'm like, damn, girl, you just gonna put your friend out there, like, bitch. Yes, this what Angie with an H said, bitch. So Jen is like, uh, Jen was like, they were doing stuff to me, my family, and everything, and that's why they were supposed to apologize and stuff, and they were supposed to put up an apology. Then Deanna was like, but you Heather, Heather said that, Heather said that they were supposed to apologize. But Heather said they, but Heather, then Deanna was like, Heather said they shouldn't apologize, that he shouldn't apologize, and Jen, that kind of took Jen back, and then Heather went, yes, I did say that, yes, I said it. Heather went, I said it. He shouldn't apologize for something that he know. that he shouldn't apologize for something that made him look like, what was the word? He'll probably, it'll make him look bad. It'll make him admit to something that he didn't do. Make him look in the bed. It make him look bad in a bad light. So that's when Jen started going off. Jen was going off with Heather, and Heather was like started. Heather started backing down. After Jen started going off after that, and it was kind of sad that she was. That's when Angie with a K came in and said she knew what was going on. Said that you knew what was going on to Heather, and then Heather. That's when Heather started reading. Heather started reading her and telling her about herself, and said that, you know, how you can talk. You need to just sit here and listen to what's going on, because you just got into it with Jen when Jen just poured something on your head. It's like, oh damn. It's like Heather, because you're getting attacked by your homegirl. You get attacked by your so-called best friend at the head of the table next to you. And now Jen with a K coming at you saying, like, you know, I've been Jen friend. I've been Jen friend. So what is you talking about? A good friend to her. I have been a good friend to her too. So me being her friend should count to something. I should get some points up in here. And that's when I said, so when that happened, that's when Lisa brought herself into the situation. And Lisa gave her 2 cents and started to get her 2 cents, and Jen rolled her eyes. And Lisa went, "Don't roll your eyes." And Jen gave her this look like, I went, Jen, I love you this season. I ain't got my Mary out here, but you been giving me life, girl. You Heather and Meredith been giving me life. But Jen was like, she was tired of Lisa. So Lisa giving her 2 cents and stuff. And then Lisa was like, you know, Lisa went into telling, you know, me, Whitney, and Angie was all at Whitney house in her hot tub. And you were saying a lot of stuff about Heather. You were saying a lot of stuff about Heather in that hot tub. I'm like, damn. Girl, you just got about Heather in that hot tub, and now y'all, I'm tired of the fakeness. Everybody just being fake and not telling the truth. And I'm tired of it. It's like, girl, you the fakest bitch up here, Lisa. You faker than fake. And you calling out Jen for being fake and this and that, but it's like you and Jen are in the same boat. Y'all are the two fakest bitches on this cast. Y'all lie like it ain't nothing. Y'all are meaner than God know what. That's why you do the shit you do. And Jen gave me life doing this whole thing going on with her and Lisa. So Lisa's still going. Lisa said, I'm tired. I'm tired of it. Now, then Lisa was like, you came at me today. Jen might win. Jen like got amnesia. She might win, bitch. She might win. She might win. I do that. That made Lisa even more mad. Lisa, wait, you know what you did? You did it today on the boat. You came at me and all this, and I've been a good friend to you, girl. I've been a good friend. And she going off getting mad. Deanna was like, you know, yeah, you did push. Deanna wanted her to calm down. I'm pissed. I'm pissed, girl. I'm pissed. That's why I'm going off. Deanna went, yeah, I understand that, but Deanna said, you also, Jen, you did push her today. You did. Say what? I pushed her. It's the Jen acting like she don't know what the hell happened. You don't remember. She got amnesia all of a sudden. It's like, girl, you remember everything that happened on that boat today. Oh, bitch. So Lisa's still going off on Jen. And Jen said, now you being mean. And Lisa like, mean? Lisa like, you the one being mean. Lisa like in a confession like, she the meanest person up here. Uh Lisa said, Lisa like, the last thing I am is mean. It was Meredith's face. When Lisa said the last thing she is mean, Meredith's face, Meredith looked at her like, bitch, who you fooling? Boo the clown? Cause Lisa looked like what you cause you look dead at Meredith. Meredith like, bitch, you lying cause you mean as fuck. Just like this hoe at the head of the table, bitch. You as mean as her. So don't sit there and say you hoe. Cause she mean to the motherfucker. And that bitch was going, she was just going. And Meredith's face killed me. Like, bitch, you lie hoe. You mean just like that hoe. That's why you. So as that went on, Lisa's still going at it. And Lisa was like, you had an issue with Angie. You had an issue with Angie K. You had an issue with Heather. You got an issue with Angie K and an issue with Heather. And this is when Jen why I have an issue with Jen. Why you have an issue? Jen, this is what Jen told Lisa. You have an issue with anybody being friends with Heather. And I said, right there, I said, she ain't lied on that one. She ain't lied. Jen ain't lied on that because Lisa do have a problem with people being friends with Heather. Because she have a problem with people being friends with Whitney too, but her and Whitney is on this good Judy thing right now. So yeah, she done flipped over and now she got a problem with Heather. Because she didn't got the cousin that she wanted to get. So yeah, she goes into saying Lisa was like with Heather. Lisa was like, no, I don't. She like, no, I don't. No, I don't. It's like, yes, you do. You do not like her, like nobody being friends with Heather at all. And Jen said, don't call me a liar. And at least when you lie. See why you lie. You lied about you're lying about that. You lie because you a liar. I like bitch. Jen, white bitch, don't call me no liar. That's what you're not gonna do. Don't call me no liar. And at least why you a liar. I'm like, good. These heifers are crazy. Uh, she like, you a liar. You poured a drink on Angie K. And Jen went, oh, I'm sorry. She said, oh, I'm sorry, Angie. She went, Angie K. Angie, girl, I'm sorry. There was no reason for me to do that. And I truly apologize. And Angie was like, thank you. Thank you very much. She went, I believe you, Jen. I truly do. I accept your apology. And you got Lisa with this. Lisa went, where my apology? It was Lisa in her confession, like, where my apology at? She ain't give me no apology. She pushed me today. She pushed me today. I said I ain't her friend. So where my apology at? So this made Lisa even more bad. So Lisa is fired up because this bitch did apologize to Angie K, but she apologized to her. And so she started going, Lisa started coming at G, and G, I'm like, I ain't talking to you. Sure, I'm not talking to you. Like I was saying. That just made Lisa even more mad. Lisa went, oh, okay, now back to the topic. You had a lot to say about Heather in that hot tub. at Whitney house. So tell her what you said. I'm like, damn. It was me. It was Jen face. Jen face like, I can't. Jen face like, I can't stand this bitch. Jen face like, I don't give a fuck about this bitch. she, I don't care about it. Her face was like, I don't care about this bitch, Lisa. And she was like, so tell her. She like, I'm gonna tell her. She like, I'm gonna tell her. At least Jen, like, I'm gonna tell her. Let me tell her. She like, didn't tell her then. Tell her. And Angie like, so you need to tell her. Go ahead and tell her. She like, I'm gonna tell her. So she ended up telling Heather how she felt, what she said at Whitney House, that she didn't like that Angie with an H was at her auditions, and that really made her mad because y'all just had a talk about it and you was on her side and all this stuff. And then you got Heather was like, okay, is you mad about Whitney bringing Angie and matching outfits? I said, bitch, what the hell? Matching outfits? I want Heather. Matching outfits, girl. That was a good one. And you got Whitney like, what I gotta do with it? What I gotta do with this? Ain't got nothing to do with me. Say what? Heather White shoot. First of all, Heather White, hold up. I was trying to make it clear. I was trying to be clear on what she was mad about. That's all. That was the only way. The reason why I was referencing it. So you ain't have to say that. There she go in a confession. She went, there she go. Always trying to flip it up because she don't want to be. She don't like being confronted and all this stuff. Whitney, you don't like being confronted either. But Whitney, you lied. Like, Whitney, you lied at a drop of a dime. Constantly. And so, let's be real here. So, you trying to call her out, but you do the same. You worse than Heather. Heather may act like, oh, I don't know. But you lie continuously. Like Lisa. But we're going to move on. As that's going on, Jen. As that going on, Whitney. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, cause she ended up saying after her and Whitney said what she said to Heather. Heather was like, because the whole thing, my whole audition was ruined because of what happened outside, and that was so Heather started acting like she didn't know why they came, why Whitney and Angie came, and this is when Whitney bumped in. Whitney said like, we were invited. You put out a post to audition, so we auditioned. And that's when Heather was going like, Heather went, well, if I would have known that you had an issue with them, I would have made sure that y'all never crossed. I would have did a better job in making sure y'all never crossed if that happened that day. That's what she said to Jen. Jen started saying, how can you still be friends with someone who talks about who did messed up stuff to her and her family? Jen, she didn't do any messed up stuff to you or your family. She used the Shaw name. And like all y'all, it's like your last name may be Shaw, but there's more people with that last name. Um and it didn't hurt your family any type of way, to be honest. So you just making a big deal out of something that's just being Jen. Um that's when so Whitney ended up saying, if they say, oh, sorry, Heather like Heather then after she said that, Heather was like, if they said so, if she went, if they said sorry to you, if they admitted to what they have done and apologize, then yeah, I'm still gonna be friends with them. And she's still gonna be friends with them. And then Jen was like, still be friends with them. Jen was like, they didn't apologize. They didn't. Heather was like, they did. You said they did. No, he got caught. He got caught. That's why he apologized. He apologized and you accepted his apology when he called you. You accepted it. But now that the camera's in your face, now you making it a bigger deal than what it is, Jen, because you already accepted the apology. But now you want a public apology. But his lawyer team said no, you will not be associated with her. uh so um Jen told her Jen told her you need to stop being friends with her. And Heather went, I can't do that. And so this started a big thing between her and stuff. And Jen like, you supposed to be my friend, you supposed to be my ride or die, and you only give me 60%, you only giving me 60% of you and other thing, and you just shitting on me on the rest. And Heather was like, oh, I am. Heather said, so the stuff you did to me is dismissible. And Jen really couldn't give a good answer to that. So, who left? So Lisa ended up leaving the table. Heather ended up leaving. Heather told her, you know what? You can find another Heather Gray. I'm out. So she ended up leaving and everything. Lisa went to her room, said she got to call her son because he missing her, the youngest one. And all the other ladies just left the table. That's all that happened on this episode. Like, subscribe, comment, share on all social media. It's your boy, Paul Brantley. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I get back at y'all later.